Hi Beatle people, welcome back to A Beatleful Life. So today's video is going to be an updated version of my Beatles top 3s. Last year I did a video called my Beatles top 3s where I picked my 3 favorites at the moment in a bunch of different categories. So I thought I would do an updated version today and see what is the same as the original video and what's different. I didn't watch the whole original video, I just skimmed through it to see what the categories were, but I will link the first video above if you didn't see that last year. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first category is songs, so my top 3 Beatles songs at the moment. These change all the time, I probably said that in my last video too, but my current favorite is You Can't Do That from A Hard Day's Night. I love that album and I'll get into that later when I talk about my favorite albums, but it's definitely one of my favorites from the album, and it's my overall favorite at the moment. It's so much fun to sing along to and listen to. I love singing along to that in the car. I always hit replay like over and over again. My second favorite at the moment is No Reply from Beatles for Sale. This is one of the first Beatles songs I really got into when I was becoming a huge fan, and I actually have evidence of that in my yearbook. I'll show you. So we had a little section in our 8th grade yearbook where we picked a song that described us. I picked No Reply. That was kind of like a little joke about the fact that I'm very quiet, and everyone always pointed out that I'm very quiet. See, No Reply. So that was one of my favorites then, and it is a favorite now still. And then my third favorite at the moment is I'll Cry Instead, also from A Hard Day's Night. That's another fun one to sing along to, and I think I actually heard a cover of that once on the Sirius XM Beatles channel. I forget who did it. It might have been Billy Joel, but I'm not 100% sure. But that's an interesting one to cover. You wouldn't think that someone would cover something that's like more obscure like that, but I really enjoy that song. The next category is albums, so my 3 favorite Beatles albums at the moment. I can tell you already without even watching the other video, I'm pretty sure these are the exact same as last time. My favorite albums don't really change as much as my favorite songs do, but my number 1 album we all know is Rubber Soul. I don't even have to say it at this point, I don't think. I just love, love, love every song on that album, and it's been my favorite for a very long time. And then my second favorite album, as you can probably guess from what I've said in the previous category, A Hard Day's Night is my second favorite. I love the movie, I love the album. 1964 is my favorite Beatles year. I love all the songs, obviously. And then my third favorite is Sgt. Pepper. I just think that whole album is a masterpiece. Obviously revolutionary also, and it's also been one of my favorites for quite some time. The next category is movies, so my 3 favorite movies. The number 1, I'm sure you know this answer as well if you've been watching for some time, my favorite Beatles movie is A Hard Day's Night. As I just said, I love the album, and obviously that means I love the movie as well. I always wish I could have seen that when it came back to theaters for the 50th anniversary, but it wasn't playing anywhere super close to where I live. It was like maybe an hour away or something, but I really wish I could have went and saw that in theaters. That makes me wonder, by the time the Get Back documentary comes out, I wonder if we'll be able to see it in theaters. I really would prefer that over like a streaming service or something. But anyway, back to the category. So I love A Hard Day's Night, and I have a video talking about my 5 favorite scenes, which I will link above as well. My second favorite is the Beatles' first US visit documentary. Obviously I just said how much I love the year 1964, so that's definitely going to be one of my favorites, and I love watching their performance on the Ed Sullivan Show, and them just goofing around in Central Park and in their, hotel room and around New York City, and performing at the Washington Coliseum. And when I'm filming this, it's actually February 7th, which is the anniversary of the Beatles coming to America for the first time, so I should probably watch that movie today. And then my third favorite is Help. I love the variety of places that they go in that movie, like they're skiing one minute and then they're in the Bahamas, then they're at Buckingham Palace. It's a very fun adventure movie, and I love the performances in it too. The next category is performances, so my 3 favorite live performances by the Beatles. I'm pretty sure these will be the same as the first video too, but my number 1 is the Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show. If I had to pick one specifically, probably their very first appearance, February 9th, 1964. I always like to watch that episode on February 9th and then the next appearances on those days also, but I have a DVD with the whole episode on it, like commercials and all the other acts and everything too, so it's really fun to watch that, and I just love that performance so much, and it always makes me so happy when I watch it. And then my second favorite would be their Shea Stadium concert. I have a DVD of this concert also, and it's so fun to see all the fans in the audience like screaming and everything. And I love the moment where they're first introduced and they walk out and all the fans just roar and you see them walking towards the stage. And I love, of course, the I'm Down performance where John plays the piano with his elbow. Whenever I see a tribute band and they do I'm Down, I always check to make sure that whoever's playing John is playing with his elbow. And then my third favorite would be the rooftop concert. I'm pretty sure that's also what I said last time, but this is just a performance that is just so cool. And even though it's a little bit sad because it was their last performance, but it's just so cool to watch. And I cannot wait to see more footage of it in the new Get Back documentary. I really hope that could come out in August as planned, but we'll see. But as I said, I would love to see that in theaters. It would be so amazing to see the Beatles on the big screen because I never have before. As I said, I didn't see Hard Day's Night when it was back in theaters, so hopefully we will be able to see it in movie theaters. So the next category is music videos, and my favorite right now would be Hello Goodbye. I love all the colors in that music video and when they're wearing their old suits too, and I just think it's a really fun video. And I love the part in one version when the hula dancers come in at the end. I think that's funny. And then my second favorite, if this counts as a music video, would be the Another Girl performance from the movie Help. I love that song, first of all, and I love the video, you know, the kind of summer vibe about it, and they're just like goofing around and being silly, and I think it's visually a very nice performance too. And then my third favorite would be Hey Jude. For us Paul girls, we know that we love the beginning when he's singing right into the camera, and of course it's obviously a very iconic song. And I love the part obviously when they all start singing together at the end, because how many times have we, you know, sung that with crowds ourselves, with, you know, either seeing Paul in concert or seeing a tribute band. That's always a song where everyone sings together. So the next category would be photo shoots, my top three favorite photo shoots that the Beatles have done. My first favorite would be the Mad Day Out photo shoot. I actually have a little print that I keep in front of where I film, so you don't normally see this, but it moves a little bit, you can see. Some great fashion here too, and then them just goofing around in certain parts also. And Paul's pink suit is one of my favorite outfits too. I think I mentioned that in my original video. And then my second favorite photo shoot, actually tying in also with the fact that when I'm filming this, it's the anniversary of the Beatles coming to America, would be their photo shoot that they did in Central Park when they first came to New York. Unfortunately, George is not there. He was sick. But I love them like goofing around and being silly, and, you know, looking up at all the buildings. And in the documentary, you could see the photographers like telling them what to do. And there's some nice photos of them riding the horse and carriage too. And there's one with the New York skyline in the background. So it's a really nice photo shoot. And then my third favorite would be their photo shoot in Miami when they're at the beach and they're splashing around in the water and, you know, goofing around and running and playing in the water basically. And they're clearly just having so much fun in those pictures. I just really love them. And then the final category would be outfits. My top three outfits worn by the Beatles. My current favorite is probably their iconic Sgt. Pepper suits. They're definitely some of their most well-known outfits and very colorful and eye-catching. I'm actually surprised that I didn't include those in the previous video. And then my second favorite would be their suits, just their in general 1964 suits, but I guess specifically I could say in A Hard Day's Night, those suits that they wear, they just look very nice in suits, and obviously those are very iconic sort of as well. And then my third favorite, which I'm pretty sure I also said last time, is in the Help movie when they're wearing jeans. I think they look very nice in jeans, and it fits with the Another Girl music video thing that I said. Alright, so speaking of outfits, before I end this video, I just want to show you the shirt that I have on. This is the one that I mentioned in my top 10 favorite items in my collection video, but I have this on because this is going to be my video that is closest to Valentine's Day, so I thought this would be a nice shirt to wear, and I actually wore it in the first one of these videos that I did also. It is the Beatles in a heart, and on the sleeve it says Real Love. Alright, Beatle people, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what some of your Beatles top 3s are. You could pick, you know, you could do every category if you want, or just some of them, but let me know in the comments. I want to say thank you very much for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more things like this. I will leave my blog and social media linked down below so you can check those out if you'd like. And as always, have a beautiful day, everybody. Bye-bye.